Greetings, this is Goku Fivel here again to talk about an update on the SOPA bill. First of all, I already want to congratulate all of us on your massive support, or should I say massive oppositions toward the SOPA bill. And I also want to congratulate and thank the internet today, that sites from Google to Wikipedia, that guy with the glasses, Reddit, many other websites have decided to go on strike, basically. Now, if you want my opinion, I actually think you guys should keep doing this. I think you guys should go on strike for another day or so, just to really prove that point. And there's been massive awakening on this, and I can't tell you how proud I am of my generation that, just at a time when I thought that all everybody cared about was American Idol or Two and a Half Men or whatever, to the point that nobody was paying attention to what was going on in the real world. And again, if you ask anybody, when I'm at work or I'm in the real world, anime, I'm sorry to say, is the last thing I'll talk about. Don't get me wrong, I found out that another one of my supervisors at one of my jobs is also a Dragon Ball Z fan, so we got talking about that, but it won't take long for me to talk about politics at my other jobs. Again, I want to thank you guys for rallying on this. And I also appreciate all the wonderful letters you guys have been giving me. Now, I was going to do Volcano Me's for a long time ago, and I really wish I'd done it a lot sooner. I was just so afraid that people might find my views or opinions too offensive, or yelling and screaming at me to get back talking about anime and whatnot. Anyway, first of all, I just want some more backgrounds and more thoughts on this. First of all, again, here's another thing I want you guys to know about. And that is why. Why are they doing this? Well, first of all, you guys got to keep in mind, after examining the SOPA bill again, one thing that you really got to notice about the SOPA bill is that what the bill in it of itself basically is it basically gives permission to the Hollywood, the MPAA, and other businesses and corporations. By the way, I'm not going to placate into what people are saying online. I'm not going to use the word corporate or corporations, those evil corporations. Hey, there's good corporations or bad corporations. Funimation is a corporation. Even a small business that's filed as an LLC is a corporation. So I'm not going to bash corporations and take a paintbrush and say that they're all behind this, because there are corporations that are for this bill and there's corporations that are against this bill. But again, what this bill will do is it'll literally unleash the hounds of hell. It will unleash lawyers. It basically means that the corporations can sue the living shit out of the internet. They will just sue every website they possibly can. Just sue them out of existence. Now, if you take a look at the Senate, just the Senate, forget Congress for just a minute. If you take a look at the Senate and our Congress, most of them have been lawyers their whole life. One of the supporters of the SOPA bill, Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer, he has been a lawyer and an attorney his whole damn life. In fact, he has never once in his life held a real-world job. Yet, throughout his life in the Senate, he has passed laws lecturing oil companies how to do their business, factories how to run their business, restaurants how to run their business, and now he thinks that he has the authority to tell the internet how to run their business, even though he has never in his life run a business. Many other lawyers who are also senators, including people who represent me, Senator Risch, he's a lawyer. Senator Labrador, an immigration lawyer. Most of these guys are lawyers. So when you take a second look at the SOPA bill, I realize, wait a minute, this bill is a lawyer's utopia. It basically gives them the right to sue anything they want on the internet. These lawyers are just licking their chops at this idea. Lawyers have literally made their money not by creating a product, not by earning it, not by working for it, but by taking. Lawyers get their money by suing people they don't like and taking their fortunes. And guess who else is a lawyer? The person who is currently in the White House. Now, remember when Barack Obama kept saying over and over again he was a community organizer, which is true, but to be perfectly honest, he just kept saying that because he didn't want to tell you what he really was, a lawyer. Obama has a law degree from Harvard, which technically makes him a lawyer. And he also has never held a real-world job other than being a state senator, then a senator, then president. And don't get me wrong, those are great achievements and those are great jobs, but he has almost never worked in the private sector, and most certainly has never run an internet company. Now, I know many of you are saying, no, there's great news, Obama just said today that he is not going to sign the SOPA bill. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time believing that because he said he was not going to sign the indefinite detention bill, and guess what? He signed it. He signed it on New Year's Eve. Obama said he was not going to sign the law saying that any American citizen was subject to arrest without a warrant. He signed it. He said he wasn't going to sign, I believe, another spending bill that was going to cut $38 billion from the deficit, but he signed it anyway. So I'm sorry, guys. Do not be that encouraged by Obama saying, because don't forget, Obama's biggest supporters are Hollywood. Remember all the celebrities that helped and endorsed Obama? They're really going to go up to him and really encourage him to support this bill because Hollywood and the MPAA are the biggest supporters of this bill. They'll talk him into signing it. They will. So I'm not taking him exactly at his word, especially since this will be the third time he said that he would veto a bill only to sign it. Now let's take another look about why this bill is going on. The MPAA and Hollywood, why do they want to shove this bill down our throats? Why? Very simple. They're angry. 2011 was actually one of the worst years for Hollywood. Well, not the worst year, but compared to other years, 2011 was not a good year for Hollywood. Movie ticket sales fell sharply in 2011. In fact, one report even called 2011 a grotesque and gruesome year for Hollywood. So 2011 ticket sales were down, seats were down, less people went to the movies, and so on. So who is Hollywood blaming? The internet. They say it's all the internet's fault. Really? Really? Are you sure? Hey, Hollywood, are you sure it's not you? Are you sure it's not you? After all, you came up with such wonderful films such as The Smurfs! The Smurfs! Really? The Smurfs? Cowboys and Aliens. Yes, they're blaming the internet. It's all the internet's fault for why their ticket sales are down. Yeah, because so many people are illegally downloading such great films as Jack and Jill and Green Lantern and oh, we're so illegally downloading the Twilight Saga. Yeah, yes, Hollywood, your ticket sales are down because we're too busy downloading your crappy movies. And what are you doing, Hollywood, to respond to this? Re-releasing Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace in 3D. Really? Really? You're just going to re-release Titanic and Star Wars and so on? Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't go to the movies much this year myself. Not because I illegally downloaded Green Lantern. It's just not very few movies that played in 2011 I wanted to go see. I'm sorry. I heard Thor was really, really good, but I'm sorry. Thor was never my favorite superhero. Green Lantern. Really, I want to go watch. I think they're running out of superheroes, to be honest with you. I might go see Avengers, but other than that, there's not a lot of movies that played. But there's another reason, Hollywood. A lot of your movies are placating to the older audience. Hold on. The Descendants. And George Clooney yet gets another Golden Globe. How many times are you going to give George Clooney a Golden Globe? This is what is fifth Golden Globe in a row or something? Every damn year you're giving George Clooney Oscars or Golden Globes. I'm sick of them already. Again, The Descendants. What was another? There's been a lot of these baby boomer movies, in my opinion. There's been a lot of baby boomer movies about the baby boomers looking back on their lives and just how proud they are of themselves, patting themselves on the back for all their accomplishments. I finally saw George Clooney's Up in the Air, and that movie actually made me angry. In fact, that's when I decided to do my rant against the baby boomers. Well, that and after reading an article online. But there's all these baby boomer movies where you're just patting yourselves on the back. You're just so proud of yourselves, baby boomers, for all your accomplishments, when you're leaving my generation with $15 trillion in debt and a bad economy. You, the baby boomers, you're the credit card generation. You, the baby boomers, kept telling my generation, the Xers, over and over and over and over again to go to college, go to college, go to college, go to college. And that once we graduated from college, we were guaranteed a really good, high-paying, six-figure job. What happened when we left college? Found ourselves flipping burgers. But no, you're blaming the internet. It's our fault. It's the internet's fault. Hollywood, it's your fault. You're making movies for yourselves. You're making movies that you would go see. You're not asking what we want to see. And you know what? I think Hollywood is very angry that we actually want to go see Transformers or Harry Potter. They resent that. They hate the fact that we don't like what they like. And then, when Oscar season comes, or when Golden Globe Award season comes, they give the Oscars and the awards to movies nobody saw! And yet you give movies like Avatar, which movies we did see, the middle finger, and they don't get the awards. And you're wondering why ticket sales are down. Attention, my YouTube audience. Attention, attention. Breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news. This happened literally as I was editing my video, literally as I was about to literally upload this. This just came up. Breaking news. The Senate Majority Leader of the Senate, Democrat from Nevada, Harry Reid, has officially announced that he will postpone the cloture vote on both PIPA and SOPA. He is taking the bill off. I repeat myself. PIPA and SOPA is officially off the Senate. They also lost another major backer. Republican from Florida, Marco Rubio, also announced he was one of the co-sponsors of SOPA. He immediately announced that he is severely withdrawing anything to do with SOPA or PIPA, saying that this bill is too broad and it does not protect enough free speech. Harry Reid, again, breaking news, has announced, and here is the Senate Majority Leader's on his own words, and I quote, "In light of recent events, I have decided to postpone the vote on the Protect IP Act and SOPA." He has also told the Senate to take it off. Tennessee Republican Marsha Blackburn, also an early sponsor of the SOPA bill, has made a statement as of yesterday renouncing her support of the SOPA bill, and get a load of this, you might want to sit down for this, solely because of the major backlash she has gotten online. Here's her word, and I quote, "It is clear that the online piracy legislation in its current form is not workable. It's time to scrap the bill and start over. I will continue to work with my colleagues to find the best possible solution to ensure constitutionality guaranteed, property rights, and also our nation's innovators are protected." Well, what else do I have to tell you guys other than this? Anyway, I just wanted to thank and congratulate everybody. Again, keep this up. This doesn't mean that's end all. Oh, by the prediction. Now, this doesn't mean end all be all, because let's get something straight here. Massive illegal downloads is, without a shred of a doubt, making massive dent into the economy. That part is true, by the way. And the biggest victim of illegal internet download, besides the music industry, anime. Anime has been almost murdered by illegal downloads. Guys, Funimation and Viz, they were doing so much better in the early 2000s when you actually had to buy the DVDs and the tapes. Now, I know illegal downloads started by teaching the music industry a lesson because they made us pay $30 for a CD that had one good song in it. But what did the anime industry do to deserve our thievery? Now, yes, of course, I've downloaded a clip or two of an anime. I've bought some episodes of Bleach, and I'm not going to lie to you, there's a couple episodes of Bleach I did sort of kind of watch online. But the long story short is I try to buy more than I get for free. Hentai is another story, but we'll come to that for another day. But even with hentai, I do buy occasionally. For Hollywood, shortcomings is not the way to go. Anyway, this has been a long rant on the SOPA bill. Volcano me.